Welcome back. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. If you're new to the channel, you're watching All the Beer No Idea. I'm Baz. So this time we have a beer from Asda that I picked up, and it's from a brewery from Salford in Manchester, and it's from Seven Brothers, and this is their Honeycomb Pale Ale, coming in at 4% in a 440ml can. I think it was £3, but I think it was also part of a 4 for 3. So I don't think this one was free, but I think there was a couple of other beers that I picked up that would have been free. Lovely artwork on the can, looks real cool. I've had a couple of their beers, I think I've had a couple of cans, and when I go to Manchester Airport, if we go in a bar, they do tend to have Seven Brothers on tap, and I always go for their stuff, because I like it, simple as. So, let's get on with it. Get it out even, and get it into a glass, see what we get. What do I think this beer will be like? If I'm brutally honest, Honeycomb Pale Ale. What this says to me, and I don't know who's seen it, I got this horrible feeling it's going to remind me, and it's going to end up being like Boss Brewing's peanut butter pale ale that they had in bloody Lidl's. £1.49. It was absolutely dreadful. And I do apologise, Seven Brothers, if any of you happen to see this video. But I've got a horrible feeling I'm going to have the same experience with this. Hopefully I'm going to be wrong. Hopefully it's going to be decent. Hopefully someone from Seven Brothers will see this and say, see, he was wrong. And it's a, and it's a lovely beer. Anyway, let's crack on. That is a weird looking colour, my side. It's a very weird sort of looking colour. It's gently carbonated. We've got about half a finger of white compact head. It looks very, what I'm seeing in the camera and what you're seeing might be slightly different. There is a slight haze. It's kind of amber, but it's got a wishy-washy look about it. And it's almost got a kind of honeycomb sort of tinge to it, if that makes any sense. Doesn't look very interesting, if I'm totally honest. It really doesn't, but we'll go with it. So let's give it a swirl, get the old Oota in there and see what we pick up. Yeah, nearly snotted in me beer then. That's not good, is it? You get that honeycomb, you do. It really does remind you. I mean, you could say it about any honeycomb, I suppose, but on the aroma, it reminds you of a crunchy bar with that honeycomb aroma. It does smell quite nice, to be honest. It does. I mean, that's all you smell, but you kind of get the feeling on the aroma from that smell that it may well go with the pale ale kind of flavour. But that is all I'm getting in there. It's slightly sweet. It's got a slightly sweet nose, slightly sort of sticky nose, just like honeycomb. So let's stop waffling on, dive in and give it a go. Let's give it a little bit of a top up as well. Yeah, it does look a little bit uninteresting. Cheers. Okay. Very light in the body. Pale ales tend to be a little bit thinner. It's a supermarket pale ale. I don't suppose really I was going to expect a big heavy body. It's 4% as well. Light in body, but it is quite soft. It is quite smooth. Carbonation is very sort of gentle in there. So, despite that light body, it doesn't do too bad on the rest of the experience of drinking. Has hazed up a little bit more. There is a floaty bit in there, as you can see. That little white thing down there. Let's give you some tasting notes. Now it's a weird one. It is a weird one. And I'm not sure if I dislike it or not. It's an odd one. You get that feel of a pale ale in there, sort of in the background. First of all, what you're met with is that gentle honeycomb taste. And it's a nice taste. It is a nice taste. It's not too overpowering, but you are met with that. And then as that sort of fades, you pick up that pale ale taste in the background. And it works. And then on the other hand, you kind of think it doesn't work. It does mess with your head a bit. There isn't a lot going on in flavour. Obviously, you are, for me, certainly from the few mouthfuls I've had, I'm getting a honeycomb and a subtle pale ale flavour. You maybe can pick up a little bit of hoppiness in there. Very gentle. I would probably just mix that in with the pale ale sort of taste. 4% is nothing. It drinks like 4%. If anything, it probably drinks lighter than that. Yeah, it's nice. The honeycomb flavour is nice in it. It's a little bit odd, but I do think this would appeal to some people. I'm not totally against it. It would be nice if the beer was a bit heavier. A 4% beer, it is all very light. Even maybe a little bit wishy-washy maybe in the pale ale taste. I don't know. They've probably tried different things. Maybe this is the best way it works. But yeah, I do kind of like it, I've got to say, and I do think other people will like it. I also think there'll be a lot of people out there that will say it's absolute shit, if I'm totally honest. I was going to say it's a novelty beer, but I'm not sure it really is. I do think it'd work. I do think it'd work. I don't know if it's something they have just brewed for Asda, or whether they do actually serve this up in the pubs or anything. It's interesting, it's different. It's a Marmite beer. Well, it's not, it's a honeycomb beer. But I think it's going to get Marmite opinions. It's light and easy to drink. It's not really clean and crisp because it's got that honeycomb, which is kind of slightly sweet. But it's a drinkable beer. I don't think you could drink too much of it because I think the sweetness in it would get a little bit too overpowering in the end. But do you know what? I want to dislike it. I want to hate it. But I think Seven Brothers Honeycomb Pale Ale, I've got a little bit of a soft spot for it. I think it's one I can't kind of hate. I probably should, and probably most people should. I don't know if there's anyone out there that's the same as me that thinks I shouldn't like this, but I kind of have a little bit of a soft spot for it. Is it the greatest beer going? It's not. It's not the greatest beer. It does what it says on the tin, and it's not really offensive. So yeah, they're my views on Seven Brothers Honeycomb Pale Ale. If you've had it before, would I recommend picking it up? Give it a try. It won't hurt as a one-off, will it? Give it a try. You may well hate it. You may well just like it. But yeah, if you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. I've gone on way too long. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to subscribe. I'm 16 subscribers away now from 1700. Would be nice to get there to 1700 before the end of the month. 2-year birthday on the 31st of March. So please help us get to 1700 before that, because I'd really appreciate it. So I'm going to end it there because I've gone on too long. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to comment, and I'll see you again soon on another beer review. Cheers.